Today's lesson is on how do we find the area of a circle. The formula for the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So the area equals pi r squared. Since it's the area, we are talking about the space that the circle takes up. So last time we learned about the circumference of a circle. The circumference is the distance around the circle. The area is the space inside the circle. So we need to make sure that we know this formula. We're going to use this formula for every question in this lesson. The first problem. At a school play, there is a spotlight above the center of the floor that covers a lighted area with a radius of 7 feet. What is the area covered by the spotlight? Take a second to copy down the question. When I reread this problem, I know it says what is the area covered by the spotlight. And the spotlight has a radius of 7 feet. Since I'm looking for the area, I'm going to use my area formula. Area equals pi r squared. The area I still don't know, so I keep that as A. Pi, we can keep that as pi because they don't tell us what number to use for pi. The radius is 7. So I have area equals pi 7 squared. Now I need to simplify this. 7 squared is 49. And even though it's okay if you write it the other way, it's always mathematically correct to put the number before the pi. So our area is 49 pi feet squared. Area is always going to be squared. So it's 49 pi feet squared. Model problem 2. How far away can a person live from a radio station and hear its broadcast if the signal covers a circular area of 40,000 square miles? Write your answer as a whole number. And the second part, what circular area is covered by the signal if the circumference is 754 miles? Take a second to copy down the first part, and then we'll find the answer to that part. If I look at the key words in my problem, it has a circular area of 40,000 square miles. There's 2 key words in there that let me know it's area. The first key word is the word area. Anytime you see square units, we should always think area. So I'm going to find my area formula. Area equals pi r squared. They tell me that the area is 40,000 equals pi r squared. Now I need to find the radius because I need to find out how far someone can live from the radio station. If this is my tower from the radio station, people can live anywhere in this circular area. And the distance from this radio station is the radius. So I'm going to divide both sides by pi. That cancels out. I do 40,000 divided by pi, and that equals to 12,732.395 equals the radius squared. Now that's not the full number. The full number I kept in my calculator. To get rid of this squared, I have to take the square root of both sides. When I take the square root of that number, I get 112.837 equals the radius. Now the problem said to write your answer as a whole number. So I'm going to round this answer to 112 miles. Now the reason why I rounded it to miles, to 112 and not to 113, is because I cannot go past this 112.8 miles away, because then I won't be able to hear it. So if I went to 113 miles, then I would not be able to hear the broadcast. So I have to go down to 112 miles. Now the second part. What circular area is covered by the signal if the circumference is 754 miles? So it's a separate problem. It says what circular area and the circumference is 754. I know I'm looking for the area. So my area formula is pi r squared. To find the area, I need the radius. I don't have that, but I know what my circumference is. So let me see if I can write my circumference formula, circumference equals pi d, and find the radius from that. So my circumference is 754 equals pi times d. Now, when I solve this, I can divide by pi. So I have 754 divided by pi. When I do 754 divided by pi, I get 240.0056 equals the diameter. I still keep that number in my calculator. To get the radius, I divide that number by 2. I get 120.0028 equals my radius. Now, I'm going to use this radius that I just found, and I'm going to substitute that in to find my area. So my area equals pi times 120.0028 squared. I'm still keeping that number in my calculator, and I squared it. When I squared it, my answer is 14,400.678 times pi. Now the problem doesn't say to round or anything, so I can just leave my answer as this. So it's 14,400.68 miles squared. That would be the circular area that's covered if the circumference is 754 miles.